Hey guys, welcome to episode number 26 this week of, yeah guys, welcome to episode number 26 this week of Ghostwire Tokyo today. From Saturday and Sunday mornings with your king and your luckiest man. Just want to get my phone a little bit sizing. But on the guys, this is your king and your luckiest man, Zach Dawson. Today's date, guys, we are finally through pretty much another month here today, guys, of this year of 2025. Just to go forward, backward, and guys, just to see how much of a privilege that we're taking it. Guys, with our 626 mods, and we're still alive and well. Doing some grinding and whatnot, and pretty much, guys, keeping everybody else alarmed and also signed on. Yeah, guys, today's date, guys, we are now on June 1st, 2025. That's right, guys, June 1st, 2025 right now, so. But on the guys, we actually have a good sample and keeping everything else in between. Having the space that we use. It has been another 6-day hiatus again, guys, since I've been working at Steve and also having fun at the Mudhens game this past Wednesday. If you guys think about it, it's pretty much an awesome privilege, or pretty much staying almost to the 7th inning stretch from this past Wednesday. If you guys are going with friends, family, and, anybody you go with, guys, just to have a lot of, fun. Have a good opportunity. To see what's out there, and cheering on your own baseball team, or any sports team. I also tackled Chief yesterday. As you guys know, after the last 2 days, I've been tired and been working hard, taking my time, and, honestly guys, I've been working hard, as far as anything else. I actually been doing 9 to 2s, from this past Friday, and as you guys know, this past Friday, no. But exactly yesterday. So far, guys, work overall for the last 2 days for me have been a little bit better. Have been a little more good at this point in time. Guys, let's see where we're at, see how much and shape we're in, and you guys get the idea. But now, guys, my two love and I'm gonna be hanging together tonight. I'm in Atlanta on today. We're going to be tackling Karate Kid Lessons this afternoon. As you guys don't know, people can always voice their own opinions on movies, and, just to really keep everything attached. You guys have also heard, we actually did lose another mass actor. Her name is Loretta Swit, S-W-I-T. She was known as Hot Lips or Red Lips back then. Now, I know a lot of you guys have seen, a lot of things coming out of Mass over the years, but nobody can be best known. Keeping everything else, in the open, or not exactly closed, as a first place winner. Okay, there we go. But like I said, guys, so Loretta Swit yesterday, guys, apparently fans were moaning about her death, and, as a Christian, guys. Loretta Swit passed away at the age of 87, due to natural causes. I do know Ellen Ida pretty much did. No, Ellen Ida, guys, didn't exactly pay tribute, as far as I can tell you. And she pretty much had a good, outstanding opportunity down at Mass, and playing inside of Mass, and it was a good majority of the time for her, and guys, may she rest in peace, and may God have mercy on her soul. Let's really organize. Before we get to anything else, guys, we're gonna start with the chat today. Good morning, good morning. Julie, make a love shout out. Well, I love Ed Hernandez. Welcome, ladies. It has been quite some time. Well, pretty much been quite a while. Guys, it'd be nice if I had lower than 6 days to get back to live streaming more often. But I did look at my new team schedule. Talk about that in a minute. We also have a new option, guys, since we're pretty much level 21 on Ghostwire Tokyo today for our main character. Hey, Mamita TC, make a love shout out. Miss Mamita, how you doing? So, guys, we're looking at a new. Honestly, guys, we're looking at a new fire. What do you call it, guys? A fire elemental charge rush. So here's the thing about this rush, guys. If you guys know how to see what this character can do when it comes to spirits, taking out enemies. Remember, guys, this new ability is called Fire Elemental Charge Rush. We are now able to use, guys, a Fire Elemental Charge Rush. It does continue, guys, and it does state the following. It's King and the Luckiest Man. This attack, guys, will use your Fire Ether to create a current jet of flames to attack, nearby enemies with it. Enemies hit, guys, by the flames will take damage. And prolonged exposure, guys, will cause them to catch on fire. So if we want to have something to charge, guys, while the spirit is complete on it, we can hold R2 and then activate it, guys, at the end by pressing R3. You can fire the ether, guys, continuously drain. And we talk about continuing attacking until you release the only R2 on it. So, guys, we finally have a new entry today, so we'll take it. Before we get to anything else, guys, about what's going to be the plan for live streaming this week, and also about my chief schedule, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with our biggest, strongest, exciting, beautiful, 100% better and better decent, as we speak, of our community. Do all we can for one another, take our time for one another, and not exactly feeling so depressing. We don't want to so depressing to other people. But remember, guys, the more we can socialize and notify, I repeat, guys, you do it because you're driven. Everybody cares for you. Everybody's always astounding. But other than that, guys, I repeat, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. It's King and the Luckiest Man. With our 626 months today, do what we can for one another. My followers have still been dropping and dropping here today, and it's pretty much awkward. It's pretty much above average, insane, terrible. Do what we can at one time, guys, making sure we're not, feeling aggravated, making sure we're not terrible at times. Eric Forrest, shout out to you, partner. Unica, make a love shout out. Make a love shout out to Unica this morning. But I repeat, guys, with our 626 months today, making sure we're awesome, making sure we're excellent, and pretty much, being at the very top today. Remember, guys, we always want to take our time and take a privilege. And take something that's more of a painting and having a missing compass on it. Guys, just to be open and honest otherwise. But I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with my biggest, strongest, 100% beautiful, exciting, excellent power, guys. Just to make it as a short term, my biggest, strongest, beautiful, 100% awesome, strongest power of our community. We can say we have our social media, our YouTube accounts, our personality, and the last thing we talk about, guys, is our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. If you guys don't know how to search somebody, you guys can go to youtube.com, search a username. Look me up, guys. Jack Dawson. If you guys have nothing, you have nothing really to lose. You guys have nothing to lose. If you don't know what the future is coming, what the future is, or what's going to be going on, is to really describe, or really think about, though. But other than that, guys, as far as what I'm doing at Chief, guys, based on the schedule, I was going to be planning to do, guys, just to have something much more important, like doing something, guys, for gaming, from Tuesday mornings, like Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Aids, and maybe doing RoboCop, over that. Well, based on the schedule, guys, I do not have, any of the afternoon times this week. So sorry guys, I'm gonna be heavily tired and pretty much having another damn thing to the next because I'm not gonna have any time tomorrow because 9 times out of 10, chief management has me working, for the times besides afternoons and evenings. So the good thing is, guys. So the good news is for me, as a career person, guys, I'm gonna be taking an opportunity just to relax in the afternoons. So the times that I'm looking at, guys, just to keep everything else with personification. It was a lot of acceptance, guys. So I go back to Chief tomorrow, guys, 9 to 2, for work, and then another 2 days at WoW. I can maybe work with Victor this week, but all depends on the rain, aka the thunderstorms this week. I don't see anything else being, pretty much self-promotion or not to have any problems or doubts, guys, for work going forward. Guys must stay active mostly. So this is what we're looking at, guys. If it starts to rain on Wednesday, I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work out with mowing or wind blowing. But we'll see what happens. To really certify and think something at large. So the times I have, guys, for work, for Steve mostly with great people, and for me, I got 9 to 2 tomorrow, 9 to 2 days at WoW, 9 to 2, actually no, I'm off Thursday, so I can maybe debate on, guys, and give you guys a question to an answer. Do you guys think I should get an episode of RoboCop Rook City on Thursday in the morning? Because there are a few fun things that are coming up to, later on this week. So, it's pretty much the obvious thing, guys. Everything according to plan. So, what a lot of us are going to may or may not consider is the fact that, I know, guys, on Thursday, we got a torch run coming out of the United States here in Ohio. We also have a Bot Wars coming up on Thursday, and also an artist from the Art Studios solo exhibit between 5 to 7 on Thursday night. So as far as live streaming goes, so my answer to tomorrow, guys, I would say probably not, because, well, you see, guys, the fact is, I'm not going to have any time tomorrow, Monday morning, guys, tomorrow, to get an episode of Final Fantasy Club Zodiac Days from Tuesday mornings, or Thursday AMs, guys, for RoboCop Rook City. I mean, the last thing I would want to do is get up super early, before I go to work. I'm like, and for a lot of us may or may not possibly forget, honestly, guys, I don't think I'm going to take a shot. I'm being up early just to get an episode in the chat tomorrow. But you know what they say, guys? Money and work comes first. Work comes first, guys, before I do any live streaming or do something with you guys in the back. So I do have to apologize to you guys, but I think a lot of people can relate. And like I said, guys, if I'm not gonna have a lot, if I'm not going to have enough time to get a stream in the chat tomorrow, well, honestly, guys, there's a big maybe. As King, guys, and the luckiest man. Maybe for me, guys, maybe Thursday for RoboCop Rook City if we get a chance, but I don't think you guys will say no. Honestly, guys, I don't see why not. Guys, if we get an opportunity, let's get a shot, and also, guys, not to have anything else go either way. I mean, we can try to get a shot, guys, of getting RoboCop Rook City this week, coming Thursday. So, like I said, guys, my answer is, I don't think we'll have an issue with that, even though I haven't done, guys, live streaming on Thursday in the mornings. So that could be a bit of a shot. Maybe a bit of an opportunity. But it all depends where we're at. Yeah, guys, Steve overall. Steve doing 9 to 2s, going back to back. After yesterday, guys, that's 20 hours. So that's gonna be debating on if I get Don't Post Baseball on I repeat guys on this Friday's team depositing and my Money in the Bank requesting this coming Friday. I still want to have something, have something according to plan for that too. So, guys, that's to make way for that. And the other thing I will also put in, I will also have 15 on Google and maybe 40 as I withdraw soon. So that should not be an issue at all. I don't see anything else to be worth plotting. So as far as what's going on today, guys, my two love and I are gonna, and also staff guys. So basically, my musketeer guys, the one that I've been together with, and also she's been together with me guys as your king and your luckiest man. We're gonna be tackling, movie that we've been waiting to target, and waiting to be, guys have a faces as virtue with. So guys, we're gonna be targeting one-on-one with Karate Kid Lessons this afternoon. So it's not gonna be later on this morning. My two loves got shirts later on today, and then I'm gonna be all hers, since I don't think I was gonna be asked to go out for dinner yesterday, even though there was some sort of a bit of a conflict that I talked about last week. So far, guys, we actually haven't took on dinner or supper for my two love and I for the last 3 weeks now. So I pretty much does not hurt the feelings. It does not deposit anything above it or taking any charge of that. But you gotta know what the other people are doing. That's the main prospect, and that's also your main thing to look at. So guys, if you guys remember, Karate Kid Lessons did exactly suit a 6 out of 10. Since, it's been another 6 days since I haven't, live streamed, haven't informed, just to see what's up and see what's right and what's wrong. So, honestly guys, as a positive note, I honestly think the movie would have done better. But my two love and I are still going to be tackling, Karate Kid Lessons. And hopefully it wants to sit out of it, to be honest. So we're going to see how much we can really take it and storm through it. So we're going to be watching not exactly the same location here in the United States of Ohio, but pretty much the other one. Guys, despite the fact when we watched Transformers 1 in the past, or pretty much watching the way we watched Mufasa the last time, or the way I watched with somebody else by watching Sonic 3 earlier this year. Well, we are leaning towards, I don't know what the next movie is going to be after that. In my opinion, guys, if I want to maybe take on, anything else on any some sorts of any movie or TV show, I would maybe, in my opinion, guys, what's my opinion? I would maybe be leaning towards Naked Gun with Liam Neeson and the one that played as Stingray and Cobra Kai. So I would maybe not, in my opinion, guys, I may or may not be leaning towards Naked Gun this year. Now you guys remember, Naked Gun was out back in the 1980s with with Leslie Mann. Pretty much the other Man and Man actor back then. So I may or may not watch Naked Gun this year. But we all know Mission Impossible. As a matter of fact, guys, those movies are finally done. You're talking about a 29-year express and also experience. Guys, with Tom Cruise as a spy, and guys making a lot of lives, stay hidden and also stay public, and also having some action going on. So that's exactly what Tom Cruise recently did. He put a lot of stuff to really puzzle. That's a lot of things that he really handled, and a point lesson to keep in mind when we're aware of it. As far as anything else that goes massive or something worth accomplishing, as far as anything else to relate for most of us here today. Well, guys, speaking of other stuff, time to get to our social media this morning. Um, but other than that, guys, if you guys are finally through the end of May and pretty much gone through the leftovers, remember, guys, today for all of us, it is exactly June 1st, 2025. And it will also be less than 3 weeks since I will be turning 32 years old on my birthday. So that's something to think about in a tall order. On top of anything else, guys, on the gaming industry, does it have a better year? If you guys want to catch more Ghostwire Tokyo, every Saturday and Sunday mornings, you guys will not see me until, hopefully, but a big maybe, as a bit of a response, till maybe on Thursday. Maybe Thursday in the morning. Thursday mornings, guys, for Robocop Book City, guys. So, it all depends, see what the plans are. And I repeat, if you guys do or do not know, it all depends how damn tired I am. But, I mean, usually, the honest answer would be, I would maybe say no, maybe say yes, but it just really tells how much tired I'm gonna be, after I get through morning shifts. But yeah, guys, I've got 9 to 2. I repeat, guys, at Steve tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. So, after this past Saturday, guys, from yesterday, I actually still told with 20 hours in my pocket. So, like I said, that's something to think about, too. It's not about how well you do. It's not about how much time you bust your butt. You want to send and deliver. And yes, guys, you do it because you're driven. Have a lot of socialization. You have fun. Guys, you work hard. You make a lot of money. Have a lot of food and drinks back there. That's all. I think that's the only things we can accomplish. You hold on to a job. You hold on, and you don't want to, escape from anything else to the next. Or have something that's not worth having false hope. I don't think it's really, that wet or exactly that dry. As long as you know what you're doing and following the responses. But I repeat, guys, if you guys, what was I saying? Well, yeah, guys, for your king and your luckiest man, if you guys want to catch more Ghostwire Tokyo on Saturday and Sunday mornings every weekend, you guys can like it, share, comment, and follow. Remember, guys, like it, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream. Take your time. Do not get yourselves lost up. And as long as people can really relate. If you guys want to check out stuff from Loretta Swift, I do know she passed away at the age of 87, as I mentioned earlier today, or earlier on this morning, to get through today as well. Now, when she actually started Mass, it was back in the 1970s back then. She did not have, in all honesty, guys, she did not have much of a crush with Alan Alda. I don't know what's going to be next for his acting, but may God have mercy on the Sergeant Soul guys, known as Hot Lips back then. But honestly, guys, she actually did pass due to natural causes. So, well, I know. I mean, now if we're looking at legendary actors, the ones that have or have not gone, you talk about the man that I mentioned. You talk about Alan Ida, and the one legendary actor, I think from Addams Family. Now we all know, guys, he's pretty much in his 90s. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind. Honestly, guys, he's still around. I mean, talk about just wanting to, see what's next, keep everything else, guys, keep everything else in between. So, yeah, the actor behind the Addams Family, guys, as I mentioned already, the actor is still around. I don't know if he's got, bad ideas or have, guys, who talk about, for example, guys, who talk about cancer. I don't know if it's cancer free or not, but I know he's still leaning towards, keeping himself alive a bit longer. But not exactly just him. You also think about, who else, guys? George Lucas, Don Williams. These guys know how to rock and roll. Depends on whatever's next in the future. But honestly, guys, you just don't know what's going to be next right now, so it all depends on the other stuff that are planning. You know, guys, also with Star Wars and whatnot. But we're talking about Star Wars when we get the chance. I do want to mention something after social media today. Hopefully. You know, guys, probably after social media. But remember, guys, like it, share, comment, and follow. And have a lot of socialization. Making sure you guys have an opportunity. And making sure you're not alone. People hate being alone if they're not with each other. That's the main part of it. If you guys want me to play new games on the schedule. A game I haven't played in a while, and that's RoboCop Rock City this week. This coming Thursday in the mornings. Well, not to have a switcheroo going on. As long as we keep everything else in position and under control, guys, without any circumstances or having any bad blood going on. Like I said, guys, everything should be fine and rest for the weary. So, you guys never know. We want to keep ourselves, you know, guys, see what's going on and see what's up with the others. And a lot of us here today. But I repeat, guys, as king and the luckiest man, remember, guys, like it, so comment and follow, have a lot of socialization, and making sure we have much more fitting on YouTube, and making sure we have the entire family on it. You know, guys, jumping on the horse, or jumping on a train, or a jet. But I repeat, guys, like it, so comment and follow, like and share the stream, and socialize. And if you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, as I repeat, otherwise, make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. Let me guys like it, so comment and follow. Hit that like button, guys. Turn on the notification bell. That way, when we go live, we see your names, we see who's commenting what, see what's going on. Otherwise, you know, guys, just to make sure we live, you know, guys, make a difference. Otherwise, for that. So, guys, you don't want to replace anybody else. So, like, if you're at a restaurant, you ask for a dance, you don't wait for another woman to do it for you. Can you? I mean, that's another thing too. You want to be exactly who you are. You do not want to be a pushover. You don't want to stab people in the back otherwise. Now, the way we really describe it, it's like, you want to always be a better human being, you know, inside or outside of work. If you have a relationship with, not exactly just your family, but somebody you love so much, you really just want to tackle, hold on, you know, give a lot of romance together, and, you know, spend the rest of your life together. My true love and I have always been the same, guys, over the last 8 years, not above damsel distress. Not a lot of conflict, not a lot of balancing going on, you know, or pretty much what we spent as much. And as a first place winner, guys, from bowling this year, nobody can have disturbance in the force. Nobody can. But I repeat, guys, make sure you're up to date. Make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. Do what we can, and do not wait at the last half hour or last minute. You do not want to, you know, wait around forever. Nobody does. And also, guys, the most important thing is, and also, guys, the most important rule that we have for our popularity, guys, entertainment and energy, and our beautiful, strong, exciting, fantastic, 100%, awesome, talented, strongest power of our community, guys. The most important rule that we always enjoy and hold on to is love, support, and respect is the key. It's the awesome and creative. Our numbers today, guys, on Blue Renses, when you talk about wanting to do something with mods, I know Vito's Eternal, he actually waved to me, at the end of last night. So, but everything else, guys, sounds good as it is. And I repeat, guys, as long as we have enough room, and yes, guys, the space that we use, that's more fortunate. But yeah, guys, remember, I repeat, Remember guys, love, support, and respect is the key guys. Stay awesome and creative. And just to make it short and sweet. And yes guys, knowledge is power. Make it silver sounding good, make it silver great. We don't want to end up like a lot of people. If they're defenseless, if they're not getting another thing going on, having a lot of momentum going on. Remember guys, the more we gain, the more we can really, take our time otherwise. Do not get yourselves surrounded. Do not get yourselves, guys, the next 3 generations. Saying the others are erased and not having anything else, guys, having a big opportunity at a time. But remember guys, the more we can share and also utilize, it's all about staying, see where we're at and see what we can read. So remember guys, have an honest opinion and an open heart. You do it because you're driven. That's all that matters. I'm always you guys' king and your luckiest man. If there's any questions you guys want to ask, we'll have no problems otherwise. Remember guys, we also meet and greet. We take our time, as long as people are not saying no mercy. Now, if you guys are going to go see Prodigal Legends here today, not only my 2 love and I will be tackling it, but we want to see what's going on. And what Ralph Macchio wants to be leaning towards, but we'll talk a little more about that after social media today. But remember guys, we meet and greet, we want to see how much we can stand and deliver. But do not get yourselves stuck, or pretty much stuck at one number, or, the only thing we can answer, remember guys, nothing's final, and that's the final answer, is one act of random kindness at a time. Do not get yourself surrounded or outnumbered. People don't want to see that happen. As long as you're having something that's more important. Have a lot of fun and a lot of greeting. Also guys, anytime we manage to find people, socialize with people, be gifted, have your voice heard and whatnot, all we have to do guys, we've got 626 mods today. Guys, our fans here today. Making sure we group up here today. Making sure we're not washed up. As long as we're not, guys, scouting. Or getting ourselves formed. As long as we keep everybody else in between. See what we're working on. See what we're talking about. The way a lot of us voice our opinions. We also want to see what's going on, inside and outside of things. Guys, how work's going, and have anything to inform, or maybe redeem, if you want. But I repeat, guys, with our social media today, that's a really headline. Anytime we manage to find people and socialize with people, all we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah on our 3 social media, learn to act, and also, have something to really invite inside of a group, or to really join on it. So all we have to do guys is follow Sarah on our 3 social media apps, and they are sending delivering with us. For me guys, and to have a lot of guys, entertainment, popularity, and energy. And yes guys, we are always filled with our biggest, strongest, exciting, enormous, wonderful, heroic, awesome, excellent, strongest, beautiful power of our community. As long as we have something to think about and see what the future is going to be. Remember guys, you don't know what's going to happen for the foreseeable future. As long as we know what we're doing, and not to have anything to question to yourselves, to me guys, and to a lot of people. As long as people show no mercy, you guys would be staying aggressive. But I repeat guys, anytime we manage to find people, socialize with people, guys, have something brilliant and going to have fun, all we have to do guys is follow Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I repeat guys, if you want people to sell you, I'm going to sell you out on social media, if you're live streaming on YouTube. If you guys have any questions or concerns, if you guys want to be mods, you guys can also drop your links in the chat if you want. What's up, McFarmers? Make a lot of shout out, partner. Thank you for the wave today and joining us. But all we have to do, guys, is support each other, love each other, and make it so we got a lot of momentum on our sides, guys. You know, with our social media between what we're doing, what we can do, what we can accomplish together, and have the biggest chance we have here today. That's the main thing. All we have to do, guys, I repeat, with our social media and on grounds, follow and share, guys, on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And I dare tell you guys, my two love and I have been together for 8 years. Now my musketeer, guys, she's also my sexiest, beautiful final queen. I lost her once. I'm never losing her ass twice, because you guys don't want to have somebody befitting. You look at Ben Affleck and Jennifer Gardner from Daredevil. You look at Samuel Jackson and his wife, to be honest. And then you have Julia Roberts having her man. So, as long as it's not Richard Gere from Pretty Woman, they would have been some sort of a romantic good couple to begin with. Good morning, World Taurus. Make a love shout out, brother. How you doing? But I don't know, guys. As long as there's enough to express, you know, people shouldn't have to be cold. People shouldn't have to be hot much. As long as you meet the person, get to know them, and you guys know each other more. You guys wanna, you know a little more. You guys want to question anything you guys want to answer. Talk a little bit about yourself. It's not be that hard for people to understand and also be on the same page at the rightful time. But yeah, guys, my two love and I have been together for 8 years. Next year's night to sign here today, guys, will be 9. And we'll also be the same, guys, this coming July on the 30th, also. So, for one, guys, as King and the Luckiest Man, I will be reaching 9 years on YouTube. And going forward, guys, before the end of July, and also, guys, 7 years on not just YouTube, not exactly YouTube, the kid aside, but mostly, guys, on Twitter, X, and Facebook. But I have been on social media, guys, in a combined total of 14 years. Enough said, we'll not go further. But yeah, guys, I've been on YouTube for 8 years, and 6 years on Twitter, X, and Facebook. YouTube does exactly, you know, tie romantically with my two love and I. You know, that's why I'm going to be tackling Karate Kid Legends this afternoon. So basically, if it was going to be, you know, different, you know, anything with the Bulldogs town here in the state of Ohio, I think it would probably not be, you know, be mistaken. We talked about watching it in the movie theaters, as long as people pay less, pay more. You know, even if I was going to tackle dinner this past week, you know, last week, you know, I don't think I would have a good enough shot. But no, guys, we're making up for it here today. People shouldn't have to really, you know, interrupt or, you know, be in some sort of a living towards what we do and what my two love and I do, or the way I do a good job at work, you know. Not only inside of Chief, but also 2 days at WoW. I have heard a few people are putting a 2 weeks notice just to find another job, but all I'm gonna say is, guys, I for one am not leaving Chief anytime soon. That's all I'm gonna say and have to add up to anything. Alright, guys, that's gonna be the end of our social media today. Don't forget, guys, if you guys have if any of you fellas today have any questions or concerns on YouTube, you guys can drop your links in the chat. You guys can do whatever you want to do, and do not let people push you around or stop you. Or people can try to start bullying you. It's like if you're watching a movie, if you want to have people share with you, like drinks and popcorn, people should always be courteous and, you know, not be depressing. Because I know my two love wants to sell a lot of my popcorn. I'm like, beautiful, I don't want you to be stressing if you're having, you know, having a fight for popcorn, since we love each other. But, you know, a lot of us can be playing as much. Well, we are going to be tackling, guys, and use this opportunity this coming afternoon today, guys. The time we're going to be watching it, it's probably going to be around 3, so we'll probably leave much more earlier later on today. So what I'm going to be doing is try to capitalize, rejuvenate, rest, and see what's going on. We're going to talk about Steam, guys, in the next 5 minutes. So as I was saying, I was talking about not Beatles Eternal coming out of Discord, but just keep everything else brilliant, keeping everything else, winning its first or pretty much its second game. Oh yeah, what was I going to mention? Oh yeah, guys, I did tell Beryl about the new Pokemon Legends Z through A. So I'm pretty sure you guys have heard the news. So basically, guys, not to kid aside anything with Avengers being delayed, but according to Nintendo, guys, to Nintendo Gaming Company, according to Nintendo, they're going to be having another Nintendo Direct, this coming June. No, guys, this coming July on the 22nd right now. So I think the main focus for them, for the Nintendo as a whole, for gaming, I think the only few things they are leaning towards is maybe another Star Fox game, in my opinion. Mostly focusing on Pokemon this coming October. But you guys don't know, Nintendo did announce the release date for Pokemon Legends Z through A. So, Pokemon Z through A, guys, will be releasing on October 18th for the Switch 2 and on the Switch. My ass is not going to be buying that towards the end of this year. I won't have no plans of buying that or getting the Switch 2. I repeat, guys, for the most entire time, I would honestly say no. I'm not going to get any of the games. My butt's not getting the Switch 2 by far. I mean, I know Pokemon's going to be a lot tempting for Beryl, one of my two loves roommates, guys, by far, but she might get the game later on this year, whatever happens this coming Christmas time. And I also did say, and I did hear, guys, and also did hear, as King, guys, and the Luckiest Man, we are getting another PlayStation Days of Play pretty soon. I don't know exactly the date offhand. Or knowing exactly what's going to be the plan, just to really have a lot of socialization and see what games we're going to be expecting. I mean, the only few games I can tell you guys about, for instance, guys, we are only leaning towards, well, I know Assassin's Creed Shadows has done, a lot of stuff aggressive and a lot of greatness ever since it surpassed over. You guys remember, guys, Assassin's Creed Shadows did recently surpass 2.0 million copies. So that's pretty much excellent to achieve. I don't know what's going to be going on this month. I mean, talking about the days of play for IGN. Let me go on my phone, guys, and see what the date is. So, guys, the days of play for gaming. It's gonna be on. Well, apparently, guys, it's already started since May 28th. So I'm not 100% sure what's gonna be exactly the plan for our conferences in the next couple weeks. I mean, who can possibly forget, guys? E3's been gone since last year, which I think a lot of people were pretty much upset inside. Not feeling a lot of smiling on the outside. So, I don't know what the plan is for the next 2 weeks, but I don't think Delta Snake either will be delaying anytime soon. Borderlands 4 is not delaying either. But, guys, let's keep everything else in possession, under control, and, it doesn't have an awesome privilege. I do want to get the top 2 games soon, but apparently my ass is not going to get them before we get to Lancaster. I mean, if I try to get lucky, guys, not to have people drain their own health 24/7, I can maybe try to get Delta Snake Eater a couple weeks before Borderlands 4 on September 12th hits for the PS5, for instance. So, and there's also no doubt in my mind, after the end of June, we got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 coming up. Once you guys all know, in the next few more weeks, I'll be 32 on my birthday soon. So I don't think anything else would be bossy or disturbing. Or, you know, guys, the lack of disturbance, the peace or force on it. I mean, I could try to get Tony Hawk pretty soon. But the game is going to be no more at large, guys. But as far as cash goes for the game will be no more than at the price for the PS5 at GameStop, Walmart, for example. So Tony Hawk, guys, Pro Skater 3 and 4 is still going to be arriving on July 11th. It's King and the Luckiest Man. No more than 50 bucks plus. At least by the month of July. So I love you, Unica. Thank you for coming by. And also staying active with us. Remember, guys, we are at 626 mods. That's really a forum, not to have any body language. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I have no clue what State of Play is going to be doing this month. All I know is the main focus is, I don't think they're going to be focusing on Intergalactic Profit yet. I don't think there's any doubt that GTA 6 will have something, you know, going into next year's date. But we all know, guys, when GTA 6 starts coming out next year, on May 26th of 2026, that game is still going to be next year's Game of the Year winner. It's not going to be this year under consideration, or 3 generations to really have a boiled egg with. But GTA 6, guys, after the end of this year, that game is going to win next year. No doubt in my mind. So, why not? Alright guys, let's get to the other stuff today you guys want to hear. We're going to talk about Steam in just a minute. So guys, if we're looking to have something to retort, have any true statements, have a lot of better gaming, you guys understand what the S stands for. So guys, for a lot of you that have game consoles, if you have a PC, have a tablet, or a Steam Deck to play on. So guys, let's make it so and sweet. I'm going to say this from now on. If you guys are getting bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, you guys can go after any of the two, or one of the two games to be a rookie, and start at the very beginning with them. You guys can do any of the two, see what you guys think of them, and have a lot of fun and establishment. So guys, head over to the Steam store. Head over to the Steam store, guys, and buy something. If you guys are going after old games, going after special games, you guys see what I did there? I'm going to make it so and sweet as much as I can. So guys, head over to the Steam store, get bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, no extra cost. And I repeat, guys, head over to the Steam store, make a game account name, you know, going after anything you want, when you want to, and buy something. But you guys can go after anything you want. For example, bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, you guys can take your time by taking a tall order and see how much fun it is, and include it with no extra cost. Maybe you guys again the free sales today. Well, I know ever since the last few days, since the end of May off the bat, this month is actually the days of play coming out of gaming right now, if I'm certain. You guys go after the special offers today. And when I'm talking about special offers, you're talking about special deals. That way, you guys don't have to pay a lot or pay as much money on a card on Steam when you need to, or the way you guys can afford. You guys can buy a sale for Gas Station Simulator. That's a little under 11 bucks if you want. Now for the first time this year, since we're actually in the summer season soon, you guys can buy a franchise sale for Dragon Quest. Now, if you're talking about Dragon Quest, you've got, well, for example, you've got Dragon Quest XI, which I've had a big time playing that game, but I've never, ever completed the rest of the game by far. But the game itself is real good. So that game, guys, is $20. You guys can get Dragon Quest Treasures, You guys can get, you guys can pre-purchase Dragon Quest 1 and 2, High Def 2D remake. That game, guys, is going to be not much more affordable. It's $60 off the bat. I haven't played Dragon Quest a whole lot ever since the 11th DQ game. But DQ, guys, does stand for Dragon Quest, for your first place winner. So I don't think there's anything understandable for Dragon Quest 12 right now. But they can maybe announce something, a bit of an update, towards the middle of this month, June. So we'll see what works out. You guys can also get special offers that lies ahead, like Summer Memories and WW2, guys. World War II, guys. Rebuilder cities from the ashes. These guys can go after any of them, no problem. So if everything else is coming to the open, I still have no problem with Tony Hawk being bought this coming July of this year. So I don't think I'm gonna have a bad idea, or by example, by getting Postgator 3 and 4. You know, at least everything else by far is according to plan. But if you guys are looking to cast pre-orders this year, if you guys are looking to play Tony Hawk Postgator 3 and 4, like I'm thinking about buying this year, you know, guys, start grinding the shit out of that game soon. I mean, the game is going to be... I want to say the game is going to be a little bit affordable. It's going to be no more, guys, in cash, no more than like $50 plus for the PS5, at least by far. I don't see that being a concern at all. I have any self-doubts for me buying the game soon, if I get a chance. I don't think I'm going to say... Technically, I won't say no to buying Tony Hawk soon. But the games that could be evenly tough for me to buy for Lancaster, before my 211 and I leave, guys. The way you guys won't see me in a while by then. I'm talking about Delta Snake Eater on August 28th, and Borderlands 4 on September 12th. So I doubt I'm getting Borderlands 4 right away, but I think those are the only 2 out of 3 games I see winning. The only few games I would probably see winning this coming Game of the Year nominees. I mean, I don't think there's any doubt those 3 games will be heavily nominated. I mean, probably, but I don't think it's going to be the word not. But I do know those are the top 3 games, in my opinion, that should be up there. Pokemon, well, if Pokemon wins anything, I don't see that said winning Game of the Year. I mean, no offense to Meryl, with all due respect, but in my opinion, I don't see Pokemon winning, coming close to Assassin's Creed Shadows. You talk about Delta Snake Eater as well, and also, Borderlands 4. So, those games... We're not going to have Pokemon, waltz around and get a big jump opportunity. So that game is not going to win, whatever it favors. So all I'm going to say is, guys, sorry, Bill, Pokemon is not going to win this year. As far as what the Switch 2 can do. I mean, the other game we could maybe try to buzz on is the new Metroid Prime 4. Now, I haven't heard any standing delivering on that game, but I do know the last Metroid that came out last year. From what I've heard, I think people played it really good on the Switch before they actually announced the Switch 2. To be honest, if they do something with Metroid Prime 4, it could maybe be locked in the Game of the Year discussion. But I can see that. I don't see Metroid being a hard threat towards Delta Snake Eater, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and Borderlands 4, guys. I don't see those 3 games allowing Metroid to take over and try to get the attention that one game, knowing exactly what it deserves and how much it wants to win. So I really do not see Metroid coming close. The same with Pokemon right now. So. But that's the only thing that we found out, guys. One we can question. Pokemon Z through A, guys. I repeat, that game will be coming out on, actually releasing on October 18th. And like I said, guys, in my opinion, I doubt that game is winning this year. So no offense to Barrel, guys, with my official fiancé in hand, I don't see that game winning. I really don't. But if Barrel wants to prove me wrong and wants to not raise the stakes on it, I don't see her having a battle with me if the new Pokemon game starts releasing by then. So, you know, as long as she wants to get back to my roots and, you know, starts wanting to, for example, guys, wanting to beat the crap out of me and see what goes on otherwise. But I don't think it's going to happen. So, for her to say that game is going to win, honestly, guys, I repeat, I doubt Pokemon's winning this year. I mean, the only games I always see winning, in my opinion, I mean, the only games that I'm following through with, I think it's going to be either Borderlands 4, that's got enough plus, Delta Snake Eater is going to have some, and a little bit definite, guys, Assassin's Creed Shadows. So, if it does the only 3 games, in my mind, that I see being in the Game of the Year discussion for this coming December's Game Awards. Those 3 games that I actually want to confirm, those 3 games will be in the books and be in the main event scene for Game of the Year by then. But like I said, guys, Pokemon, no. I don't see that happening. But alright, guys, you guys know my name on Steam? My name on Steam, guys, is Zach Dawson93. But just make it a little short and sweet today, guys. We could do that from now on, if we want. That way we can get everything else going forward, not to get ourselves, you know, have something to utilize, and see how we're doing. See what's better and better for gaming, guys. You know, have a warm heart, instead of being cold-hearted all the time, so we'll see what happens. I just don't see Pokemon winning this year. That's just my opinion, in some sorts. So guys, I told you guys my name is King, I'm the luckiest man. My name on Steam, guys, is Zach Dawson93. You guys can call me short, Zach ZD93 from Titanic. If you guys have nothing, you entirely have nothing to lose. You know, going into Karate lessons this afternoon, and like I said, guys, it's gonna be some good fun. I understand people can have, you know, distinguished careers with, you know, a good review, exciting review, bad review. All of us guys are entitled to our own opinions. People shouldn't have self-doubts. What people think of it, and what people not think of it. So, people shouldn't have to double cross you, or stop you from what a lot of us are about to see, you know, guys, to get through today. So, people shouldn't have to have any obsession as much. And we almost got this guy with an arrow headshot. And I saw another one, guys. There we go. Beep boop beep. We can have R2D2 and for him 3PO. We saw something. We never know, guys. So we have our hit points back up again. We're up to 224 hit points at a time. I think that's a little bit fantastic. Really grind. But alright, guys. I've been on Steam for a little over 4 years, as I have a lot of installation. Well, guys, speaking of other stuff today, if you guys are in the world playing games, if you guys want to share your thoughts, if you guys want to have a lot of bonding, a lot of socialization for gaming, well, like I said, guys, I haven't heard much about Dragon Quest XII by far. I haven't heard absolutely nothing on it, but I do know Trails of Fire. I know a little bit of people want to do something with Japan, or maybe doing something with China, to see what they really want to do for Dragon Quest XII going forward. I'm not saying if it'll get anything this month, in the next couple weeks. I mean, I don't want to have anything else be rumored. I want to see what they can maybe do. I want to see what they're going to do, as far as Dragon Quest XII not having anything else coming out yet. I mean, the way it's coming out right now, but, I mean, if Dragon Quest 12 ends up releasing, in my mind, guys, I don't see the game releasing till next year. As far as not being in Game of the Year contention. Guys, the only games I see, I repeat, it's gonna be Assassin's Creed Shadows, Delta Snake Eater, and Borderlands 4. I would only dominate those three right now, so I don't think it's gonna be hard to tell. I've been a huge fan, guys, of RPGs since I was a kid. If you guys are into Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, God of War, Elden Ring. I'm not sure about God of War Egypt. I can see that one coming out probably after this year as well. Maybe sometime at the end of the year, if we're lucky. I also did check out the, I also did actually check out a bit of a review. Not exactly Chronicles Legends, but, the new Elden Ring Night Rain. I don't see that game winning. From what for the ones that we've heard, or the ones that we have recently heard coming out of an IGN review, people thought Elden Ring Night Rain was not bad. Night Rain guys did suit a 7 out of 10. But Elden Ring Night Rain is the current DLC. I mean the newest DLC, but after the Elk Tree. So if you guys have not played the Elk Tree, check it out. I've heard it's amazing. Don't be afraid to play it. Now, as far as where Elden Ring Night Rain fits in, honestly guys, I don't see that game being in discussion either. I mean, it may play a little something evenly tough, you know, for this coming year's Game Awards by then. I mean, if they want to have some, you know, guys, installation, the only thing that Elden Ring has won is the very first Elden Ring. But you guys understand, both that game and God of War Ragnarok go way back. I think that was a classic Game of the Year nomination battle. I doubt we'll seeing that again this year. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen this year, but as far as what Elden Ring stands, I don't think they're done with DLCs going into 2026. Especially what kind of crap Destiny 2 is doing. So, I don't see why not. I mean, if Elden Ring wants to create another DLC, to have another large thing, maybe something aggressive, they'll have something to think about too. Well, for what I've heard, guys, Elden Ring Night Rain is not bad of a game, what people think it is, and also try to defend on it. No, I'm not saying if I'm going to get Elden Ring Night Rain. I mean, I probably will not. I mean, I'll have a little more on my hands full if I'm trying to get, you know, guys, Delta Snake Eater, as I mentioned repeatedly. You know, guys, Delta Snake Eater from Metal Gear, and Tony Hawk before Borderlands 4. But like I said, guys, the only games, I would say this, I've said this or I'll say it again. The only games I see winning this year is Borderlands 4, Delta Snake Eater of Metal Gear, and Assassin's Creed Shadows. You guys could maybe put Elden Ring in there, but I don't know if it's going to be following very, very close behind. But I'm not sure. But I've always been a huge fan, guys, of RPGs since I was a kid, though. But, honestly, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. If we get something from involving Dragon Quest 12 this month, I don't think it's gonna be self-doubting or self-promotion. But I know everything's gonna be according to plan. Good morning, brother Leon. After another 6-day hiatus. Shout out to you, brother. How you doing? But I don't know, guys. It's gonna be hard to figure out. Alright, guys, speaking of RPGs, as with sports games, that's why I talk about baseball as a expertise phenomenon. Or a phenomenon, if you will. If you guys are into sports games, Major League Baseball, soccer, tennis, golf, football, basketball, if you guys are playing the new, well, I don't know how many sports games that are on sale, but I know baseball is not. You guys can buy any sports games, you guys can afford them. see what really stands tall. I mean, we always love to stand tall. I don't think people would be trusting their instincts as much. And see what we can really resolve and take charge. But the only show my true love misses is Charles and Charge. She really does. You guys can have an awesome time, make your own calls, make your own game plans on sports games. Take everything at large, guys, and make them worthy with no extra cost. Mine's a little bit tired too, brother Leon. Did I tell you, my true love and I are going to be tackling Karate Kid Lessons this afternoon? I don't know if you've seen the review, but I want to say I've seen enough, apparently. So basically, part of that review, guys, for Karate Kid Lessons, you know, not exactly involving Steam, but, I don't know if they're making another Karate Kid game. I mean, I doubt that's going to be in the cards yet. I mean, the only two Cobra Kai games you have, the very first one with the Karate Kid Saga, then you got the Saga Continues. It came out, I think it was last year, for the Switch guys, PS5, Xbox, and on Steam. So, I'm not 100% sure what Cobra Kai has planned. As far as Ralph Macchio is concerned, I don't have the answer to that one, or the answer to the question. But you guys can play any sports games you want, take your time, with no problem. Now, let me tell you guys something about baseball. I'm actually doing a few things that are intentions. One of them, guys, is my 1946 Red Sox replay. So I actually manually got back to, you know, out of the park baseball. I'm doing the 2023 version of out of the park baseball for my 1946 Red Sox replay. So the Red Sox did lose in my opening day, losing to the Senators. Game 1 of 2 of a doubleheader. So basically, guys, the Red Sox, and pretty much as my team, lost to the Senators yesterday. After a couple days that I was playing, we lost 5. Senators beat me 5-0. And then on PSN Baseball, guys, let's give you a little insight of an update. I'm still doing my 2004 Cubs replay, so the team logos are still intact. The other stuff was still there. I'm actually friends with Beatles Eternal on Discord. So before people ask why I'm back on Discord, it's because of baseball this time. So basically, guys, Beatles wants to figure out if I want to be invited to his group, talk about a lot of baseball and whatnot. That's why, guys, baseball has been included for me. You know, it doesn't have a lot of special stuff, and also reality. What happened? Well, Saki Actor, yes. If you guys have not seen Saki or Howard the Duck, the actor's name was Ed Gale. You guys should check him out. The one that played those two roles, guys, he died at the age of 61. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, guys. I mean, from what I've heard, he was like 61, this past week now. He has some sort of, cancer thing, or some sort of a health major issue. That was wrong with him, so may God have mercy on his soul. You know, based on Howard the Duck, a lot of fans did not like Howard the Duck, apparently. Saki, yes, but I'm not a huge fan of scary movies, especially Saki or Annabelle, but I mean, my true love can watch a bit of it if we're watching 67 with Adam Driver. If that movie is not disturbing, whereas with Saki, it's been, whatever Saki's been doing, or especially with Scream. So, it's pretty much for all we know. But the reason why I'm friends with Beatles Eternal, he's a nice guy. I want him to be a brother when it comes to baseball, and, you know, if you guys remember, I'll tell you guys a little baseball if you want. You guys remember a player by the name of Mike Moustakas. So basically, there was two teams, when the New York Yankees were playing the the World Series champions, defending World Series champions, the Los Angeles Dodgers. They were paying tribute to a player by the name of Mike Moustakas. If you guys remember, Mike Moustakas recently retired over 11 years ago, back in 2014. So I don't know exactly the stats behind Mike Moustakas, but he was a pretty good baseball player from, guys from the Dodgers. I don't know if he played for the Brew Crew or the Red Sox. I mean, I doubt he played for Boston. But Mike Moustakas was one of those players that, he was pretty much a good hitter. You look at Albert Pujols. I've heard Miguel Cabrera is out of retirement for the Tigers. I don't know when or how long he's going to be, coming out of retirement for. Maybe until the playoffs this year, but I don't think there's any self-promotion. Yeah, guys, Howard the Duck. Matsulov thought it was a funny movie, but the fan base thought it was not that good. People thought it was not that good. I know the other actors that are in that Howard the Duck movie, guys. For example, you have Tim Robbins, and I know Charlie Theron is not in it, alongside with Seth MacFarlane and A Million Ways to Die in the West with Liam Neeson. And also got Sarah Silverman and Giovanni Ribisi. So I know those actors are not in Howard the Duck. It's the one that played as Chucky, and also Howard the Duck. And yes, guys, Tim Robbins. That's the only few I could really know for sure. So in my opinion, guys, about baseball, since Beatles and I are going to be good friends with the other group, we're going to be talking plenty of baseball. Talking about histories. If we want to get... with all due respect, Beatles wants to put out another free game, but the only free games that are free right now is Pearson Baseball. What's Pearson Baseball is fun. I played some of it when it comes to other team replays. We guys also have Strategic Baseball, or Strategy Baseball, I haven't played a lot of that. And you guys have... he wants to try to get a free baseball project on Discord of what he really wants to lean towards. I did ask him a question a little bit about, I did talk to Beatles a little bit about Dumper's Baseball. So if you guys know what games he's playing, you guys can check out his channel. Newsflash, Brother Leon. That movie was, nothing to lose. When they pretty much have some going on with Tim Robinson's wife, to be honest, and apparently they get wasted. They have, I've seen that movie. It's funny. People thought it was funny compared to Dumber and Dumber, but or compared to what do you call it, guys? To Liam Neeson's Taken. So, but if you guys want to hang out with me, the others, and Beatles Eternal. You guys can find Beatles on YouTube. It's pretty much all in one word. The brother knows his baseball. And I know my baseball too, when I was growing up. Well guys, that's going to be the end of Steam today. So, those are the only stuff that I would think about. Baseball is the only thing I can think about. Same with strong role-playing games, like Final Fantasy. So, I haven't heard any other stuff right now of what I can tell you guys the info, but all I know is, guys, I haven't heard anything big, that's all enough attention officially about another Final Fantasy game in the works yet. So we'll get one soon. I repeat, guys, it probably won't be until next year, along with Dragon Quest XII goes by far. But I do know the new remake of the remaster, guys, of Gears of War doesn't have much for Final Fantasy. But I'm pretty sure the other games have much more than enough. Well, we'll see, guys. See what happens soon. Maybe in the foreseeable future. See what we can describe, guys, and see what happens. But my name on Steam, guys, is ZachDawson93. If you guys have any questions, you guys go after any pre-orders or in-store purchases. He stole from his boss and broke boss's statue. Like I said earlier, guys, that movie is funny. And you too, brother Leon. I haven't seen Nothing to Lose since, I want to say, probably in months. But I want to say that movie did not have a disappointment in the box office, in my opinion. But 9 times out of 10, if you look at Nothing to Lose, I mean, you have the only actors that we know is Tim Robbins from Salt with Morgan Freeman, and he plays the one that plays Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob. Because I know those actors are not in the Patrick Star show. I'm like, if I ever seen the show, I'm just gonna come right out with this, guys, and go limb from limb, not to pull somebody else's arm. I don't think I'll watch Patrick Star show, because both that and SpongeBob do not make a lot of, sympathy and a lot of sense. So you guys understand, it does not. I mean, kids can find it funny, as long as they're not waxing their ears and seeing what people are saying. It's kind of like watching Baywatch and pretty much trying to rescue people from the water. So I don't think it's got enough stuff to add on it, but you get the idea. But alright, guys, speaking of other stuff today, the most important thing and the most important rule, guys, is love, support, and respect is the key. It's the awesome and creative. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. We are at 626 mods, guys. So yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anything else, but I do know, okay, who are the 2 brother-in-laws in movies right now? Well, guys, from what I've heard, Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence are brother-in-laws. I mean, that's from what I've been hearing. I mean, I pretty much do not hate that, but I do know Will Smith and Martin Lawrence have been through a lot together as well. I actually do have YouTube Premium. I'm not going to be stopping Premium anytime soon, but I do want to extend much more on Paramount Plus pretty soon. I actually did sign a 3-year deal during the last couple weeks. In the first few weeks. It's like, if my true love wants to watch something on Paramount Plus, I can put something on and see what I can search. That's the main part of it. But I know Nothing to Lose is not on Paramount, that I can say. It really add up to this point. Well, remember, guys, like and share the stream, socialize. Remember, guys, like, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream, socialize, and meet and greet. I know my numbers on my channel, guys, on YouTube. I may go ahead and blurt it out really fast. My views, guys, I'm at 1,500. That's my numbers completely. And I think I'm in the early 30s right now on W8s. So I'll get to that in a second. Got a little bit of Monopoly Go, being a little consistent, and keeping ourselves, dialed in, and also being spot on as well. I'm not saying there's going to be anything else as far as what the others are leaning towards and what's going to be following suit. I mean, I know it'll follow suit enough. I think it'll be good enough. Not exactly, having a bad, being in a current position. But yeah, guys, I think I'm at 30.7 on W8s. But I am correcting. I am at 1,500 on views. So those are my numbers, guys, as of now. I won't say anything else before our attention. But I do want much more W8s, guys, on the channel. Remember, guys, the more we share each other, the more we follow each other. To get my thumbs up on board, the more we can really, taste it, have enough progress, and much more to inform. That's why we're here, guys. We are the center of attention. We are our popularity, guys, entertainment, and energy. It's not about what we do. It's all about what we can do. Just to really elaborate, have something being the best sorts, not exactly the bad sorts of anything. But remember, guys, you do it because you're driven, You'll have a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, and see what's in the books, and also in discussions. We are at 626 months, guys. That's also always worthwhile. People shouldn't have any disturbance in the force as they get to the exact point. So those are my numbers, guys, as of now. W rates and views. I want W rates on my channel to get back up, and I can help you guys whenever I can. Hopefully. People shouldn't have to pause anything on it. Nobody should and should not. But alright, guys, remember, like and share the stream, like and share the stream. Follow and share it, meet and greet. Socialize, guys. So the most important thing, guys, like it, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream, meet and greet, and continue to move forward. And the way we can do that, guys, is the most important thing to upgrade our channels a lot better. My W8s, for instance, and you guys as well. As we watch our videos in full, like and share the stream, and so we spread the stuff out there on YouTube, in the United States, and as long as people are not afraid to do something that people don't want to be dragged, but do something that a lot of us want to do. To keep everything else from top to bottom, being on the same page for a while. Not exactly once in a while, much more often, guys, to really relate. But it's all about what you want to do. People shouldn't have to control you if you have tools with you inside of anything, and pretty much on the other side. So, that's all there is to it. You want to be who you are, you want to have much more W8s, you guys can watch people's videos. Or if you guys have a boosting system. People shouldn't have self-esteem in that position. Or enough progress, if you want. Or the way you need it. The Y6 took out DIY, Street Profits, and Motor City Machine Guns. Well, I'm thinking the Y6 should have a tag team title match at SummerSlam. It all depends. I did watch Summer SmackDown, I think 1 week, maybe like 2 weeks. But not as much as really, have installation also confirmed. But I would maybe see, I'm not sure what WWE is leaning towards, but since you have all these teams, especially the WWE World Tag Champions, Street Profits, I think the teams are leaning towards SummerSlam. Or maybe, I don't see the tag titles being on the line at this coming PLE of Money in the Bank. But my guess is maybe SummerSlam. They have some sort of a ladder match. See what they can do. Keep everything else numbered. And, add up to anything to lead it. But we'll see. But all we need to do, guys, to upgrade our channels a lot better, especially my W8s, that needs it the most. And you guys the same way. As we watch our videos in full, make sure we're locked in. And have our YouTube accounts, our social media, have a lot of socializing responses. And yes, guys, our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. So like I said, you guys have already heard enough news about Loretta Swit. May God have mercy on her soul from Mass. And like you said, Brother Leon, it's not the same. The one I played is the Chucky star. And yes, guys, Howard the Duck. People do not fall in love with Howard the Duck, but a little bit more with Looney Tunes back in action. So, Looney Tunes did not disappoint as much, from what a lot of us can see. So, I don't see why not. But alright, guys, I do want to mention one thing, and it's about Mark Hamill not returning as Luke Skywalker. I was talking to my true love about that. I talked about it last night. But remember, guys, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. We can say we have our juices up top. We can say we're 100%. And we can say we're sounding good, great, and pretty much good, but not exactly terrible responses. And what we're gunning for and moving forward. People from Imelda, a lot of loves, guys, make a lot shout out. Like, for example, guys, Flora de Lily, and the rest of you guys. And we are also, guys, the biggest, strongest, beautiful, exciting, talented, awesome, excellent, strongest, beautiful power of our community right now. We are the biggest, strongest, responsive, exciting power, guys, of our strongest community by far. So, guys, I think if I'm gonna read a few things on Steam on IGN today, I'm gonna talk about Mark Hamill. So I did voice my opinion, and my true love and I talked about it at the end of the night about Mark Hamill now returning as Luke Skywalker. I mean, for a lot of you guys have been told, and what I've been hearing, is Mark Hamill was in an interview, and he talked a little more about now returning as Luke Skywalker. Like, for example, Luke Skywalker actor Mark Hamill, guys, officially rules out Star Wars return. There's no way I'm going to appear as a naked Force ghost. So the last time we've ever seen Mark Hamill, guys, in Star Wars was during the end of Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. And I'm thinking, apparently he wants to have new they want to see new, apparently Mark Hamill wants to see, somebody else play as Luke Skywalker. And apparently he said no way. He does not want to return as Luke Skywalker. So, you guys remember back when we played a Jay and Silent Bob movie? Here's the thing, guys. That movie I've heard of. And then the same actors that played as Jay and Silent Bob, for example, guys, Kevin James, by the way, I've heard they came in with Clerks 3, along with Dante and Rosario Dawson. But that's another thing too, guys. I do want to inform and pretty much tell you guys something about what's going on with Mark Hamill. I mean, a lot of us understand or recall Mark Hamill has pretty much portrayed Luke Skywalker in all Star Wars movies, but he only played a bit on 9. Which you guys recall and understand very well, that Star Wars Episode 9 was entitled The Rise of Skywalker. But for all we know, that's in that position. The reason why Mark Hamill is exactly as old as he is, it's like 73 right now. So Mark Hamill was in an interview. Brother Leon and you guys in the chat can voice your opinions with our popularity, entertainment, and energy. So Mark Hamill was in an interview, and he actually did state the following: "I am so grateful to George Lucas for letting me be part of that back in the day. The humble days when George called Star Wars the most expensive, low-budget movie ever made. We never expected it to become a permanent franchise with me, and a part of pop culture like that. But my deal is, I had my time, I'm appreciative of that, but I really think they should focus on the future and all the new characters. And by the way, when I disappeared, I left my robes behind, and there's no way I'm going to appear as a naked Force ghost." Unquote. So I would end by saying that. So, well, as far as I know, since Mark Hamill, here's the thing, I was gonna voice this, guys, in my opinion. You guys have your own set of opinions, and have an honest and being open. If Mark Hamill is not gonna be, since Mark Hamill is not returning as Luke Skywalker from this interview, he's actually grateful at being always being part of Star Wars since day one, because people did not release Star Wars the first time since 1997. And I was talking with my true love about this week, actually yesterday, and I don't think people would really hurt or pretty much be heartbroken if Mark Hamill wants to do whatever he wants to do. If Mark Hamill does not want to return as as Luke Skywalker in the upcoming Star Wars The Jedi Order with Daisy Ridley. People shouldn't have to boss him around on what he does and does not want to do. Mark Hamill is 73 years old. I think people just want to see who's going to be playing Luke Skywalker. But only he himself, guys. He himself and Mark Hamill can do that, but since he's not going to really focus on whatever he wants to do, so basically he does not know. I mean, for all we know, Kathleen Kennedy is going to be done soon. With Star Wars, sooner rather than later. So you guys can voice your opinions on that. All I'm saying is, since Mark Hamill is not returning, it's Luke Skywalker. The only movies that we know, that we talked about earlier, we all know next year we have The Mandalorian and Grogu, and Star Wars Starfighter with Ryan Gosling in the next 2 years. So, I honestly think, guys, I doubt Mark Hamill is going to be tuning as Luke Skywalker by then. I mean, you guys heard him. You guys heard it. You guys have heard it here first, here in the chat today. Mark Hamill is not returning as Luke Skywalker, because the Star Wars movies are never going to be sadly the same without Carrie Fisher, my two loves idol for that matter, and also James Earl Jones. So I don't see Harrison Ford returning either. But if they're going to be leaning toward, if Star Wars wants to lean towards what George Lucas wants to do, and so Levy wants to do, I don't think a lot of people would ask if Mark Hamill wants to do something else inside of Star Wars ahead of time. I mean, I don't think he should. I mean, I don't think he should stab anything else in the back. But whatever Mark Hamill wants to do, if he wants to really focus on the future, I don't think anybody else, in my opinion, guys, people can agree or disagree. I don't see Mark Hamill doing anything else with Star Wars, but whatever he wants to do and wants to have a bond and bargain with, he can decide what he wants to do with his acting career before we lose him. I mean, the only actors we have in Star Wars right now, back in the 70s to Episode 9, guys, The Rise of Skywalker, from what we see and what we look at, the only two that are still in it is Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford so far. But if you look at Harrison Ford, he's doing what he's doing. But if Mark Hamill wants to retire, I don't see him. All I'm saying is, guys, my negative answer is, I would honestly say no. I mean, if Mark Hamill does not want to have anything else to do with Luke Skywalker, I don't blame him. I don't think a lot of us can blame him for Mark Hamill not doing, if he wants to do anything else with Luke. But he's entitled to his own opinion. A lot of fans can respect that. I mean, I for one respect the crap out of him for it. Him. I mean, I want to say he did an awesome job, or by far a fantastic job of what he's been doing. He's been doing something with Joker in a few of the Batman movies, and not inside or outside the Dark Knight. But all I'm going to say is, guys, if Mark Hamill wants to do something he wants to do after being done with Star Wars, he's entitled to do whatever he wants to do. Well, guys, I will also end on this. If Mark Hamill, since Mark Hamill's 73 now, I know he's got an upcoming movie that he's got releasing, based on Stephen King, the creator Stephen King. Mark Hamill is actually playing as a army officer or a main leader, coming out of this movie from Stephen King. But that movie will not be in theaters till, I think probably till July. Because I don't think my true love is I'm not gonna ask my future fiancé if we're going to watch it with Mark Hamill. So I know that's the upcoming movie that Mark Hamill is leaning towards. I doubt it's gonna be a bad review from Stephen King. But whatever Mark Hamill wants to do, I'll end with this. He did an awesome job as Luke Skywalker. I doubt any of the new actors will replace him right here on the spot. But he can decide whatever he wants to do. But he's got a lot of experience, and people should not say enough about Mark Hamill. Nobody should, but should not have to relate to it. Nobody should. I will also add on this, guys, for my in-gaming news today. In top stories today, if you guys have or have not seen the first ever look after a decade, you guys remember how, back when Bobby Hill was like 13 years old, back when King of the Hill got started back in '97. Now, King of the Hill, guys, recently released the first ever look. Crave more propane and propane accessories. So apparently, guys, I checked a little bit of this clip out for the new King of the Hill revival. So apparently, guys, both Mike Judge and Greg Daniels, they delivered the first look of King of the Hill season 14. So the streaming revival, guys, for King of the Hill, it's going to be debuting on Hulu on August 4th. Now, I, for one, guys, have checked it out. I've checked it out. I think it's going to be interesting. But I don't know how many seasons King of the Hill has left. And it's also not the same with Johnny Hardwick as Dale. I know the others, like, say, Boomhauer and Bell might be back. But now, a lot of people have been questioning, who's this black dude in King of the Hill? Coming out of the Hill family. So there's been a lot of negative answers, like saying no. So basically, number one, will Hank ever get in touch, guys, with his emotions? Will dearest Dale ever wake up to the truth about Nancy and John Redcorn? And will Bill ever fill the gaping void in his life? So for each episode, guys, for 100% to 0, the answer to all of these questions remain no. So honestly, no. So what I can honestly see in this new look, guys, of King of the Hill season 14, I want to say, for them to really get something together and really talk about, I don't know how many years, I think they talk about 2 or 3 years to get something, just to really get to the same point at the same time, with King of the Hill, since a lot of fans are wondering, are we going to get season 14, or what's going to happen with the series? But I do know, guys, King of the Hill is not dead, apparently. Hulu is not going to let that one go. But I do have a new actor that's going to be portraying as Dale, as the Exterminator. So what you guys can see, you have Alamo for Hank Hill. Remember, guys, Hank Hill is best known as propane and propane accessories, for grilling food, involving the customers, and him and, who's the other manager? Oh yeah, guys, his last name was Strickland. I had to think about it for a minute. So what you guys can see here, you have Hank, you have Dale, Boomhauer, and Bill. And on the left side of that logo, you have Megalo Eats. So that's still the same thing with Harlan. So basically, guys, what's inside of season 14 of King of the Hill, you look at. So basically, guys, since Bobby guys was 13, it's actually 21 years old in the revival of King of the Hill. I don't know how many episodes they'll add season 15, but that's not exactly the case. But it does separate, guys, 8 years in between season 13 to 14 right now. So you guys can check out the inside the summary for it and see how much it can really favor. But I know I'm not 100% sure who's playing Dale, but I don't know who the actor is. But I do think Johnny Hardwick is always going to be remembered and missed. I mean, he was pretty much funny. He was not exactly damsel in distress towards Esdale and the very, in a lot of seasons of King of the Hill. So, sadly his passing is not going to let anybody else get fooled. But I mean, if they find somebody that replaces Donny Hardwick, I don't think it's a bad move. I honestly think it's an alright move. If you guys like it or want to buy that in hand. But yeah, guys, the current date guys, for season 14 of King of the Hill, it's going to be on August 2nd. August 2nd, guys, on Hulu. I actually may want to see what's going on with that. We want to see what's going on and then go from there. But yeah, guys, King of the Hill is funny. That's all I can say. With Propane, I think Luann's coming back. I don't know. It'll be easier said than done. But I also did unlock, guys, a skill lock. So it pretty much does unlock spirit skills beyond this point. So I don't think that has a bother. I've also unlocked a skill really fast. So guys, the only thing I'll unlock is the water weaving. So the thing about the water weaving, guys, because we're wrapping everything up for today, it enables you guys to fire 2 shots at a time with water weaving. So I think that's not a bad idea. Let's upgrade a little bit more, and let's see what's up, see what's going on. But you never know, guys. If everything else is, as long as everything is in place, I don't see anything else being whatever's going on with King of the Hill. Yeah, dang Bobby, that boy ain't right. But the thing about Bobby, guys, he always wanted to be an adult. So his character is 21 years old. I know Hank Azaria's coming, rise us and still be perfect as King. I mean, as Hank, to be honest. Not sure what they're doing with Dale. Since Donny Hardwick passed, I think the last few years. I've heard the one that voiced Boomhauer's coming back. Bale Deltriva's coming back. John Redcorn, I'm not sure. But it remains to be seen. But remember, guys, season 14 of King of the Hill will be on August 2nd on Hulu. You guys want to check out the news and see what's going on with them. Alright, guys, that's going to wrap everything up for today. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. So, since I go back to see if not 2 to 7 tomorrow, but 9 to 2, I must be doing 9 to 2s for great people tomorrow. So guys, I go back 9 to 2 in the morning at Steve tomorrow for me. And then I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll be at the next 2 days at WoW in the morning. I'm also going to be open on Thursday. So I could consider putting a few extra requested days off between, my 32nd birthday in a few weeks, and hopefully June 26th as well. There's a little something going on with that in a tall order, but I won't discuss that right now. So guys, based on Steve and what we're doing, and with our tech guys, based on the schedule, sadly for me, guys, I won't be streaming tomorrow since I've got 9 to 2. So the next stream is a big maybe for all of us today. With our 626 mods, or popularity, entertainment, and energy, the survival suit. Well, the next stream will probably be, if I don't find any way to get RoboCop Rock City going, it's coming Thursday in the mornings, you guys probably won't wait until next Sunday. Whatever's going on, since I've got 9 to 2 tomorrow, for work, and then, guys, at Steve. Remember, guys, Steve 9 to 2 tomorrow, 9 to 2 Friday, and 9 to 2 on that first Saturday on the 7th. So we want to have something to display. Also, guys, on June 5th, my two love and I and the others here in the United States we have a torch run in the morning. If I still want to participate in that, an artist from the art studio has a solo exhibit. You talk about the time. The time is going to be 5 to 7, and then you have the bratwurst between 9 or 11 o'clock to 1 p.m. on Thursday. So I am almost debating if I should or should not give RoboCop Rock City this coming Thursday in the mornings. I could try, but that depends how tired I am. If not, you guys will wait probably till next Sunday, next Saturday and Sunday mornings for Ghostwire Tokyo. And then Final Fantasy 12 won't be streamed this week either from Tuesdays. But you know what they say, guys? What comes first? Before we can do something that we can really do that makes it fun, a lot of socialization, and a lot of things that are perfect and pretty much great and good to go. But I'll keep you guys info and posted ASAP if there's anything. Alright, guys, so if you guys are following it going forward, keep everything else in position. I get to relax until this afternoon, guys. But remember, my two love and I are going to be watching Ralph Macchio and Zaki Chan and Ben Wong. We're going to be tackling Karate Kid Legends. We're going to be leaving little before 3 o'clock this afternoon. And then we're going to go from there and see what happens. So if you guys want to see me do RoboCop Rock City, it's coming Thursday in the mornings. I can tell you guys how the movie went, and then we'll go from there. If not, probably won't be back until probably next Sunday. But I'll keep you guys info and posted. If nothing else is brought to my attention, or brought to our authority. So, if you guys want to catch more Ghostwire Tokyo, guys, it's coming Saturday and Sunday mornings. Be sure to leave it here. Make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. When you guys like it, so comment and follow. Like and share the stream. Making sure we have something to hold on to, stand and deliver. And do not get yourselves dragged, guys. You don't want to get yourselves stuck. You don't want to be in the middle. Do not get yourselves, drawn in return. As long as you know what you're doing, you'll be fine. You guys will be good to go and not get yourselves flushed down the toilet. It's just that I'm going to be focusing, pointing ourselves for being active at work between, remember guys, for Chief tomorrow, 9 to 2 in the morning, Friday and Saturday. And also, another 2 days at WoW, just coming Tuesday and Wednesday after 2 tomorrow, so we don't have to worry about that yet. But we'll have some time to spread. I'll let you guys know how Karate Kid Legends went, and we may talk a little bit about it. Hopefully I get a chance for RoboCop on Thursday, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, hit that like button, support button, and comment for your king and your luckiest man. I'll still be around somewhere, guys. No worries. And also, guys, the most important thing, the most important rule, is love, support, and respect is the key. It's the awesome and creative of our 626 mods. Making silver sounding good, making silver great, making sure people do not have to disruption or have somebody telling you guys can't do something. You always want to be a better person, a better creator, and have a lot of fun, and see what's next in the future. So like I said, guys, RoboCop, next stream, guys, maybe RoboCop on Thursday, but I don't think there's a strong debate. But like I said, I'll keep you guys infoed and posted, make sure everything else is good to go, and we'll see what happens by then, at least by far. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. Where we take our time and see what we have going on. Also, guys, to end us on a high note, till Holy Thursday for RoboCop Rock City, it's coming Thursday in the mornings, hopefully. I don't want to have to make sure we're not swallowed, or not doing what we're, trying to get to, how much we can add together for it. Like I said, I don't think we're going to be in a rush right now. We're going to have a good amount of time today, and then, yeah, guys, I'll make sure everything else is good to go. Make sure we got enough progress. Like I said, guys, we'll have enough time to hold on. But yeah, guys, on a high note to end for the weekend, today's June 1st, so today's the first Sunday. Anytime we manage to find people and socialize with people, all we have to do, guys, is gift it, obtain it, and follow Sarah, guys, on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So, to wrap everything up for today, guys, remember, like it. All you guys need to do is like it, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream, guys. Like and share the stream. You guys like it, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream. Take your time and do what makes you feel good and makes you feel proud. And never give up, guys. Never surrender, and no mercy. Like and share the stream, guys. Socialize, meet and greet, and see what's on board next. We'll see what we can work out, guys. But welcome to June. I'll be turning 32 in a few weeks, so could do something fun with that. But we'll keep you guys posted, guys. Maybe RoboCop will be my next stream, guys, for popularity, entertainment, and energy on Thursday mornings. If there's gonna be any false hope, I probably won't be back until next Sunday. But it's all about staying focused, guys, at work and do something with WoW and do something that makes cast a difference. It makes it a point for us. So I'll do what I can, guys. Trust me. But the most important thing, guys, of our biggest, strongest, exciting, talented, awesome, excellent, 100% of our strongest, biggest, beautiful power, guys, of our community. We always want to take our time, not be in a rush, get to know each other, and making sure we have the right reasons. Making sure we have enough for our W rates, our followers, and our views. I still want much more W rates, guys. Whatever you guys can do, we're going to have to repay each other. That's all you can really begin with, and hold on, for instance. So the most important thing, guys, is to upgrade our channels ASAP as we watch our videos in full. So we have our YouTube channels, our YouTube accounts, our socialization, and the way my W rates should able to be at. And also, guys, our views, our thumbs up, and making sure everything else is good to go before I tackle work instantly. Making sure we're not in a hurry. I don't think a lot of us will, but we'll stand to deliver when we can. But other than that, guys, to end today, until probably, like I said, guys, probably not till Thursday, if not next Sunday, for the weekend mornings for Ghostwire Tokyo. We'll keep you guys info and posted if it's going to be a guarantee on a certain amount. But the most important thing, guys, is we watch our videos in full, like and share the stream. Making sure we have our social media, our accounts, and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And you guys got the same mix and the same percentage. But alright, guys, that's going to wrap everything up. I'll see you guys probably... hold on, guys, what is tomorrow? So remember, guys, 9 to 2 at Steve tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. So I'm not going to have any time to stream tomorrow. So there will not be a stream tomorrow from Tuesday mornings for Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age. I doubt I'm going to have any time Tuesday and Wednesday for WoW. Maybe Thursday for RoboCop. Keep you guys info and posted. And we'll see what happens going forward for your king, guys, and your luckiest man. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys info and posted how Karate Kid Lessons is. We're going to be leaving a little before 3 o'clock, so I'll have some time to relax for now. So you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. Be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. If there's any questions or concerns, guys, you guys can comment down below. I'm not that hard to find. Just see what we can do, guys, on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You guys Guys, have a great rest of your Sunday. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And I will see you guys.